Two AL East rivals. We'll see the Boston Red Sox facing the New York Yankees. Should be one to remember.
American League Baseball coming up. We've got a moment to check out that lineup for the Red Sox. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Jacoby Ellsbury is a guy you don't want to put on base in the top of the lineup. He can walk, he can steal bases, and he's also a power threat at the plate.
Play. And it's Jacoby Ellsbury leading off the game. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike. Just a .214 career batting average against CC Sabathia.
And sometimes the pitchers just have the hitter's numbers, and that's the case between these two.
He delivers. And that breaks low, and it even ends up in the dirt. Strike three as Jacoby Ellsbury is down watching.
Well, good late breaking movement on that slider. Down and away, exactly where you want to pitch it. He gets the punch out.
I will take a quick look at the Yankees and how they'll be fielding defensively. Thoughts, John? Anybody standing up?
Well, Mark Teixeira is known as a 30-homer, 100 RBI guy, but he's also should be known as one of the best fielding, if not the best fielding first baseman in the game. Saves his team so many errors with his ability to stretch and pick balls in the dirt.
And it's caught. Play by Granderson. 2 away. These teams set the tone in offense last year. Let's take a look. Number 1, the Rangers. The Yankees second. The Angels third. Fourth, the White Sox. And it's the Red Sox number 5. There's a ground ball. Played by Cano. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And they are. Let's take a look at Boston's starter. And Steve, what's he got in his mind now as he pitches against these Yankees?
Well, real innings eater on the mound, and Ryan Dempster, a guy that will go deep into the game. He fields his position well, and he's a bulldog attacking the hitters. He'll pitch inside.
1-0 on the way. Granderson stays off the low pitch. 0-2 last year off Dempster. Granderson, he'll foul it away. Now the 2-1 pitch. Now Granderson with a 3-1 count.
Well, even though you're 3-1 in the count, you still have to be patient at the plate. Make him throw a quality pitch. If he does, be ready for it. And if you're the pitcher, you better not throw anything down the middle and hope he's taking it, because he can take you out of the yard.
Well, the pitcher nibbling a little bit right here. Hitter not being overly aggressive, laying off those borderline pitches.
And Ichiro up. Now in his 13th year in the bigs. The pitch from Dempster.
Ball 1.
And Ichiro looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count. Only a couple of tries, 1 for 2 last year against Ryan Dempster. Ichiro taking the called strike. Oh, and Granderson takes off.
2-2.
Safe. He gets in there.
Oh, he had a great jump right there. Great acceleration. They couldn't get him with the throw.
That's a great secondary lead that allowed him to get in easily.
Ball 3.
Taken by Ichiro, high for a ball.
Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
You're out.
Swing and a miss. 3 strikes on Ichiro, and he's set down.
Well, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action. With 2 strikes, not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
With a runner on second, here's Robinson Cano.
1.
You know, as a dismal season as it was in 2012 for the Red Sox, one positive for them was at least they were competitive on the road. They didn't finish over 500, but they did rack up more wins on the road than they did at home.
There's a swing, line drive, center field. Now it's 2 down. And he looks that runner back to second base. Now here's the lineup in the books for Joe Girardi. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, Curtis Granderson used to be almost an automatic out against left-handed pitchers, but he's starting to figure it out. What he's become, though, is that 40-homer power guy that I never expected from a guy with his build.
Mark Teixeira's at the swing, and a ball drilled down the right field line. That one's into the corner. You're not going to see that one again. Home run. The Yankees are on the board. And so they jump out to the 2-0 lead. Wow, what a great time for a two-run shot like that. Take a look at the Red Sox defensively.
Now, defense going to be critical in this game. They're going to have to make the routine play and some of the spectacular plays as well against this very difficult lineup.
Good pitch from Dempster. Swung on and missed. Slider in the dirt. Good block. The 1-1. Rodriguez taking that one. It's in there. Rodriguez watches that one go by. Strike 3. Great offense early. First inning sees the first 2 runs of this game. The Yankees are. Look at the ball game from the viewpoint of Joe Girardi. Under his guidance last year, took the ball club to the division championship title.
0-1.
It's got to be Napoli. And a strike starting the second here. It's 0-1. He went 2 for 10 last year against the Yankees. And 2 strikes on him now. Mike Napoli. He'll take a look at these next pitches very closely.
Well, the hitter's dug himself a pretty deep hole right here. Let's see if he can battle himself out of it.
Line towards first. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag. Middlebrooks in the batter's box.
Well, you talk about going out with a whimper in the playoffs. I mean, the Yankees seem to have all the momentum they needed after edging out the Orioles in the division series, but they just laid an egg against the Tigers in the American League Championship Series. Led to a lot of questions for this team.
So that brings up Shane Victorino. And getting swept out of the playoffs will raise some eyebrows when you talk about the Yankees. Yankees are going to be some repercussions.
Yeah, and I think that's why you saw this offseason that they're trying to cut payroll. I think they're trying to get guys who had struggled in the postseason and try to bring in new players. I think there's a difference in the postseason. When you're not hitting home runs, how can you score runs? The Yankees had no way of scoring them if they weren't hitting it out of the park.
Swing and lined up the middle. And Victorino's got himself a single. Here's a great chance for Boston. And for Victorino, he didn't hit for power or average as he had in the past. 11 homers, 255 in the season. Still has some legs. Does he still have the game, John?
0-1.
Well, the bat has slowed down a little bit, in my opinion, but the legs haven't. And I think that's a big part of Shane Victorino's game. But I think he has to figure out a way to change his approach to plate, hit the ball the other way, utilize his legs, and just try to hit more singles and steal more bases.
Middlebrooks comes in to score.
Gotta love the base running right there, Gary. Very nice on his part. You thought he might stop at first, but he legged it in for a double.
That's the kind of play that wins some ball games. I mean, it's always risky. You make the out and everybody goes, why'd you do that? But you're successful in it, who knows, you ignite an inning.
And you're right, we've seen plenty of guys try to do it, stretch it and get thrown out, but he didn't right there, and now he's in scoring position.
Probably thinking about the matchups here as we check the bullpen. Left-handers throwing.
Oh, that's right. I think they're getting him loosened up to face the hitter in the on-deck circle.
And the 0-1 by Sabathia. Too far inside, 1-1.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here, trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch, didn't get the strike.
Frozen on the changeup, and it's 1-2 now.
A very effective pitch. The changeup painting the outside corner. Now you can go back hard in or go soft away again.
Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down.
Let's see this curve again.
Well, I think the guys in the dugout are watching this sequence of pitches and taking notes.
And if they are, John, they ought to be. He had the off-speed pitch as a setup pitch and then went for the strikeout using the breaking ball.
And a very good combination using timing and location to keep the hitter off balance. Works just like he wanted it to.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now. Taken inside by Drew for a ball. Season record 2 for 3 last year off Sabathia. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball.
Drew takes it down low for a ball. Two and one offering from Sabathia.
Ball.
Drew will foul that one away. That one lofted in the air. Bosch is there. And that one's put away to retire the side. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. Boston. Kevin Youkilis leading it off.
Ball.
And Dempster outside the zone. That'll be a ball. The 1-0 pitch. That's it, foul by Youkilis.
Ball.
Hit on the ground. And Drew picks it up. That's one down. Here's the schedule for the Red Sox early on this season. This New York series ending on Thursday. And then they're going to meet up with Edwin Encarnacion. They'll go to the road, Toronto and the Jays. That series bound to be competitive. That's at the end of the week. And then they will play the Orioles at home with the outstanding shortstop J.J. Hardy. Swung on and fouled away.
Foul.
And the 0-1 by Dempster. Hit up the middle. Now we got a moment here to take a look at that one again, Steve. Great job all around.
Well, defense running on all cylinders out there right now. It's coming together.
Derek Jeter's at the plate with 2 down. Number 1 in hits last year. And here's the delivery. That one swung on with contact. Victorino's going to play it. That's caught. Side is retired. Goes quickly for Ryan Dempster, a 1-2-3. He's pitched through a little bit of adversity. Pair of runs in the first, nothing. A look at the viewpoint of John Farrell and how this game's moving. He knows he's going to have to get more innings like that last one and have some production to tie this one up. And it's Jacoby Ellsbury now. 0 for 1 thus far. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out.
A chance here to check out the Boston Red Sox and how they ranked in the American League last year. First in doubles, 5th in batting average with runners in scoring position. And offensively, scoring runs is the name of the game, and they got that done. Ranked in the top 5 in the league in scoring runs. It shows the ability to score in so many different ways.
Swing and a drive, deep left center. Bounces up against the wall. Pedroia heads for third. And the throw. And he's in there at third, way ahead of the throw. And I think most times you aren't looking to come away with a triple in that situation like he was there, John.
Yeah, not really, but give the guy the credit. He legged it out, didn't hesitate around the bases.
That ball is belted deep to left center field. Ball is on its way. Goodbye, home run. The Red Sox take the lead. Great turnaround for them. A 2-run homer. They lead by a 1.
Well, for the Red Sox, they've got the lead with some great production. And they're going to look to keep that offense rolling along and see if they can't extend it further.
And he tries to lay off, does, but it's a called strike, 0-1. And Steve, you look at him grimacing in pain out there. Looks like it's the wrist. He may have to head to the trainer's room. And they've decided to make a defensive change.
You know, they're losing a little bit in the defensive department with this change. It may be geared more toward offense. It's just odd to make this move right now.
Napoli, we got it. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. Now look at the teams who led the league at extra base hits last year. Number 1, the Yankees. Second, the Rangers. Third spot, the Red Sox. The Orioles fourth. And fifth best, the A's.
Well, look for the ball to be rattled around in the gaps in this game. The balls are going to be hitting the wall. Extra base hits galore with these two teams. Two of the best at it last year in the league. And I tell you what, these guys love to hit the ball in the gaps and get in scoring position with one swing of the bat.
One bounce onto the wall. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
But one of the toughest pitches to hit in all of baseball, Gary, is that pitch up and away in the strike zone. Give the hitter a lot of credit, though. He got those arms extended and did what he had to do to get on base.
First pitch to Victorino. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. And a moment here to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches.
Well, the fact that he hasn't been able to throw enough strikes and keep hitters off balance, when you throw the same pitch over and over again, you're just going to get hit.
Well, there's no question. If he doesn't get more creative right now and start to expand his arsenal, this is going to get worse.
Well, he was able to ring up that K, and he needed it, and it got him out of the inning. So they strike for 2 runs, and that gives them the lead. And for those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Stewart settles in. Bottom of the third inning and a 1-0 count. 2 for 12 last year off the Red Sox. And Dempster outside the zone. That'll be a ball. On the way. Fastball can't catch the corner. He's behind 3-0.
Well, he's up in the count right here, 3-0, and you know he has the green light. As a hitter, you set middle in and try to get something in that zone to generate a run.
And this is bounced foul to the left side. Fastball swung out and missed, struck him out, 1 away. Well, it wasn't easy to strike this guy out. 6 pitches to send him back.
He was very determined right there to finish him off. Didn't want contact to be made. Very nice string of pitches right there.
Now batting with 1 down, here's Brett Gardner. You take a look at last year, he was 1 for 3 off the Red Sox. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Well, kind of a lost season for Brett Gardner in 2012. 16 games before an injury to his elbow shut him down. He's a guy, though, that his speed could be a real asset for the Yankees this year.
And Gardner with close to 50 stolen bases each of the last 2 years, looking to run even more last season, but seemingly, John, just didn't get a chance.
And the thing with Brett Gardner is he plays Major League Baseball with his legs. That's his strong suit. That's his forte. And he didn't injure a leg. It was an elbow injury, so his legs will be back in 2013.
And it's Ichiro in the box now. He struck out swinging in his last at bat. And Saltalamacchia setting his target. Hit sharply towards the hole. And there's the third out. No scoring. And it's Siriaco at the plate. How's he delivering on these first pitches? Let's look and see.
He's got to go right at the hitters, and when he does, it leads to success. He's retired 7 hitters in this game after throwing a first pitch strike.
Sabathia's pitch can't find the zone. He got an RBI earlier in this one. His first time up, it came up Sabathia.
But he timed the changeup pretty well last time for a knock, and we'll see if he goes back to that or whether he tries to stay hard.
And here's the pitch. Slider tough to lay off, and it's 2-2.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
The 2-2. Swinging a softly hit grounder to first. And he'll step on the bag. That'll be the first out. And mark your calendars. This Friday, we'll see Adrian Beltre and the Texas Rangers. They play host to the Los Angeles Angels. You can catch that game at 2 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, Gary, that should be a fun one to watch for sure.
In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. Well, it has been a long, hard coming for Jared Saltalamacchia. He'd been viewed by many as an everyday catcher, but never really got that chance until last year. That's strike two. CC Sabathia stays ahead in the count. And once Saltalamacchia got that chance to be the regular catcher, 121 games, 25 home runs. He's got some power.
Listen, a power hitting, switch hitting catcher, that is a commodity that is very, very rare and scarce in Major League Baseball. This guy's got a chance to make a ton of money.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning. Well, there was some great pitching right there, John. Only 4 to put him away.
Well, yeah, and that's a great thing. Anytime you can preserve your pitch count and get a quick out by a ground out or a fly ball to get it done most efficiently. But when you need a K, it's there.
And Stephen Drew to bat. Lifetime record 2 for 3 off Sabathia. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Now that he's established the bottom of the strike zone, it gives him so many options. He can go to the breaking ball or climb the ladder with another fastball.
Tried to get him to go after that slider, but it's 1-2. Here's the delivery. There's a swing and a ground ball. Played by Cano.
He's out.
Throws on to first. Side is retired. And there. Glad you're with us this afternoon. Some fans bundled up in their jackets, a little chilly. And so Robinson Cano set to go. Top 5 hits last year. That one is too low. Dempster missing with it.
A big hitter in this big lineup, and a guy that counted on all year last year and who really delivered, gave them what they needed, Gary, and obviously looking for him to do it again.
And that gets the tying run on board. That will bring up Mark Teixeira.
Now let's take a quick look back to last year and the numbers that Robbie Cano put up. 3rd in doubles, 3rd most in hits, and he was, of course, in the top 10 in slugging percentage. That ability to hit for extra base hits is a value to his team, and his manager loves it.
Homered back in the first inning. Fresh count on Teixeira. Here it comes. And there's the pitch inside from Dempster. You know, to be effective, you got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what we've seen. That one hit well. Victorino's there. 1 down. There's 1 on. Here's Alex Rodriguez.
Well, for a long time, A-Rod was under a lot of scrutiny for his play in the playoffs. But he won a World Series ring in 2009. The media attention eased off. But once again last year, when he didn't perform, the media was right back on him as the bats went quiet.
A swing line to left center. And that is in there. The go-ahead run on board. This a great situation for some offense. Well, the stats for A-Rod in the postseason: 3 for 25, 12 strikeouts. Big decision to have him start on the bench for the final 2 games.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't want to put all the blame on Alex Rodriguez because there's other guys in that lineup that struggled along with him in the postseason. I think the hip injury had a lot to do with it that we found out later on that it happened during the regular season. He let his manager know about. I think when he gets healthy, he's going to be back to normal.
Swings, hits this one. It'll be fielded by Ellsbury. 2 down here in the inning. Here's a look at the lineups with a pop in their bat from last season. The Yankees, number 1. 2nd, the Rangers. In 3rd, the Angels. Tigers 4th. And at number 5 on the list, the White Sox.
Well, Gary, we're going to see sluggers in this game today. And I tell you what, they got guys who can take you out of the ballpark, but they also hit a ton of extra base hits. So they keep double plays out of order. That's why they're so successful in that category.
That one is low, and Bosch will stay away from it. Hitting just 181 lifetime off Boston.
And it just seems like there's always that one team that you struggle against, and this happens to be the team for him.
And he scores. That is the tying run.
Well, the pitcher left us one over the middle part of the plate, right where the hitter can make contact. Good piece of hitting.
Boy, with the run scoring there, that's a pretty fat pitch in an RBI situation.
Keep the rally going.
Derek Jeter with 2 on. Well, this offense showing they are definitely able to get back into a ball game.
Well, they bounced right back and tied this baby up with that one, Gary.
The pitch from Dempster. Watches that one for a called strike. 0-2. Well, that's important early in the ball game. You want to make this into a seesaw battle. That's what they've done. Bosch, he's after a stolen base. Oh, he has thrown it away. They got a chance here to gain a base.
In a game of inches, the lead becomes critical. A nice lead off first base there, a good jump, and nice speed allowed him to get in safely.
And Dempster with the 1-2 delivery.
2-2.
And Jeter watches that one go by. The count is even. Well, any great pitching coach will tell you that you got to keep the batters guessing. Swinging on pitches that may not be strikes, that's a major key. Here's a look at that trend and how it's gone.
Well, when you take a look.
Hit in the dirt. Picked up by Middlebrooks. And he'll step on first to retire the side. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand a man. Yankees leading now. They've got them. And it's Jacoby Ellsbury at the plate. 0 for 2 thus far. And the first pitch. Called strike. Sabathia's got him 0-1. Here's the pitch. And it's 0-2. Ellsbury cut it down, protect. Wanted to get him fishing, but he misses. 1-2.
Well, he started a slider on the outside part of the plate to try to get him to chase it, but it broke off the plate.
Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. One-two pitch coming.
You're out.
Strike 3 as Jacoby Ellsbury is down watching. Boy, he showed him a great rhythm on the mound in that at bat.
Well, great rhythm and a great sequence. He strikes him out on that 5th pitch, and he set him up perfectly.
One away. And here's Dustin Pedroia.
Well, for a long time, Dustin Pedroia has been a big part of the Boston Red Sox. He was a guy that could do a lot of different things, but with all of the trades made, he's now a centerpiece and a building block of this team.
And Bosch picks it up. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Yankees. The series with Boston concluding on Thursday. Following that, they'll be on the road to play the Tigers and one of the game's best hitters, Miguel Cabrera. A team that will definitely give them a competitive series. That one kicks off Friday. And then one of the game's great hitters they'll face on the road in Cleveland as Drupal Cabrera. So a couple of tough series on the way for them. And Sabathia's pitch too low, taken for a ball. Here's a beautiful changeup for a called strike. 2-1.
What an outstanding pitch. Changing speeds, hitting your spots. Throw that changeup away.
Back up the middle. Played by Cano. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. And Stewart settles in. See if he's getting balls or strikes here. Let's take a look.
Well, when he throws the first pitch for a ball, what does it mean? Well, it means he's working behind in the count. The advantage goes to the hitter. Hitters have 3 hits in this one after going 1-0.
And the bottom half of the 5th now. 1-ball count. Stewart's going to foul that away.
Foul. Ball.
And Dempster outside the zone. That'll be a ball. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He watches the fastball go by. Now it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Stewart's going to foul that away.
Ball.
And Dempster outside the zone. That'll be a ball. Here's a big pitch to Stewart. And it goes foul.
Foul.
The full count pitch.
You're out.
Strike 3 called on the fastball. One away.
That's a lot of movement there for a pitch at 87 miles per hour.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking at a fastball like that.
They set him up beautifully with the change of speed, but you still think he'd be able to at least try and take a hack.
Gardner at the plate. 0 for 1 thus far. There's a swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. Gardner's on. He's trying for second. Team leaders in home runs. How'd they do it last year? Well, let's take a look. The Yankees, number 1. The Orioles in second. White Sox third. Fourth spot, Rangers. And for the Blue Jays, they are in fifth.
Well, a lot of times they say that power hitters can be pitched to if you pitch them carefully. The problem is with this team, they have a ton of power hitters in this lineup. Number 1 in baseball last year in the home run. And you make a mistake, and everyone in this lineup can make you pay with the long ball.
Oh, he's on the move for third. Smash towards the middle. And that's going to be a base hit for Ichiro. And Gardner's home. Good pitch down low, Steve, but a better at bat.
Well, he did a real nice job going down in the swing to get that low ball to be able to pick up the hit.
Runner on for Robinson Cano. Guys, this lineup making it harder and harder for the defense to see any sort of daylight.
Well, for a game that could go either way, we just saw an excellent example of clutch baseball.
Well, you've got the lead right now with speed on first base. You have to get him going. I think, Gary, keep the pressure on. Keep trying to tack on some runs.
2 away, and that'll hold the runner at first.
Let's take a chance now to look at the Yankee season last year and how they ranked in the American League. First in home runs, first in slugging percentage, and a very productive offense as well. Second in the league in runs scored. That's an offense that scores in a lot of different ways. Not just with power, not just with speed, but that ability to manufacture runs and score in many ways.
He's running towards second.
Strike 1.
And he's in there at second base.
Well, this isn't the first time, and it's certainly not going to be the last time you're going to see this guy steal second base.
He started off with that enormous lead. He was almost there before the pitch was thrown.
Well, that's the idea, a big play in this game.
This is a swing hit in the air.
Foul.
That one's foul.
Ball 1.
And Teixeira lays off that one inside.
Well, you would think a split-finger fastball. You think of a pitch that goes straight down in the strike zone. But this one here had a little run on it, too far inside, though.
Ended this inning with a nice piece of pitching work as he gets the K. So they score once on 2 hits. It's Mike Napoli to lead it off. Well, it's keeping up with the hit trends in this one. Let's take a look at the pitches that he's thrown on the mound that have been put in play.
Guys, his curve has been hit 2 times over the course of the game.
Well, listen, that pitch has been hit a couple of times, but he has some other issues to worry about as well. I don't think he wanted to give up this many runs, clearly, at this point in the game.
One pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Bosch takes that one. 1 away now.
Well, they followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
Middlebrooks in the batter's box. He doubled at his last appearance. Gardner will field. Roams over, puts it away. Here's Shane Victorino now, 2 down. And he got the called strikeout in his last at bat. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike. Sabathia with the windup.
Strike 2.
And with 2 strikes on him, Shane Victorino does not want a K here. Now a moment to take a look at how this guy's been throwing in terms of quality strikes.
And the thing that stands out to me against the right-handed hitters especially is the way he's painted both sides of the plate.
And he's got to keep doing that. I mean, right now, don't change anything. Keep going. Make the hitters make an adjustment first. Keep working the corners.
Shane Victorino. He was not fooled by that one. That'll even it up. Victorino, he'll foul it away.
Foul.
That one sails by Shane Victorino. He's caught. He's gone. Goes quickly for CC Sabathia. 1-2-3. He has 6 strikeouts now. And the Yankees, it'll be their turn coming up. The decisions of Joe Girardi being played out. Let's take a look. He has to be happy with the work on the mound, especially that last inning. Insurance run, so important. And Alex Rodriguez to bat. He'll lead off the bottom half of the 6th. This one's grounded near third, foul. Rodriguez fouls off another.
Foul. You're out.
And A-Rod watches that one go by. That's strike 3. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
One down. Here's Kevin Youkilis. What's he doing to start these hitters out? Let's take a look at how he's beginning.
You throw strike 1, you get out. You tell pitchers that, but now they get a chance to see it. He's retired 9 batters after going 0-1 in the count on him.
Foul.
That's hit foul by Youkilis. The pitch from Dempster. Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1.
A big change for Kevin Youkilis last year, leaving the Red Sox to join the White Sox. He didn't only have to change his socks, he was with new teammates as well, but it turned out to be a good move for both sides, as Youkilis still had good baseball in him.
Well, the Red Sox, when we were talking about Youkilis, they knew they had to rebuild. They had to get some youth in there, and Youkilis might have something left in the tank. Not a great year last year, but still a guy who goes out and gives you every game.
Yeah, he plays so hard, and he gives you a quality at bat every time he goes up there. He doesn't waste any at bats. He's not going to be that big RBI guy like he was before, but if you want a guy that's going to give you great at bats, grind it out, get on base, and score runs, Youkilis is the guy.
Here's the 3-2 pitch.
Foul.
And Youkilis fights off another one here in this at bat.
Well, he threw a swing and miss pitch right there, and the hitter just got a piece of it. Boy, the pitcher's got to be wondering what's next. What does he have to do to get this at-bat over with? Well, he has to throw another pitch, that's for sure. Well, if you're a batting coach, this is what you preach to your hitters. Be very disciplined at the plate. If he throws a strike, go ahead and let it rip. But if he doesn't, be patient with him, work your walks, make him throw a lot of pitches and get in that bullpen.
He's going to bring Brennan Bosch to the plate. Singled home a run in his last at bat. That one is too low. Dempster missing with it.
Well, what a great pitch right there to set the hitter up. Keeps that ball down in the strike zone. Just close enough to let the hitter think of it, but just down enough to where if he swung, he couldn't do anything with it.
Now 3-1. Brennan Bosch, a chance on this hitter's count.
Now let's see what he comes back with on the 3-1 pitch.
And that misses, so back-to-back walks now, and they've got an offense going.
He went with a fastball in 3-ball count, which is what you want to do most often. He just couldn't throw a strike.
And that brings up Derek Jeter. Bosch at first. Youkilis the lead at second.
Foul.
That's hit foul by Jeter. The pitch. Strike 2 there. Uehara way ahead of the count.
Now, Gary, the pitcher pulled the string on this one. It looks like a fastball, and then it just dies out as it gets to the plate. Good late movement.
The 1-2 pitch. And Jeter watches that one go by. The count is even. Here's the pitch. That's hit foul by Jeter. Swings, hits this one. It'll be fielded by Ellsbury. 2 down.
He's got a shot at getting out of this now. Big timeout. Now he's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam.
And Stewart settles in. The career batting average just 154 against the Red Sox. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So they can't. And it's Siriaco at the plate. He'll start things off here in the 7th. Here's the first pitch. That one's high. Sabathia doesn't fool him.
Here in the 7th inning right now, nobody out. This is the time to get things going. You're down 2 runs. Make up the ground right now. Don't wait. You know, the pressure mounts. Plus, you get late in the game, you're going to see their best reliever coming in. This is the time to do it.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
A great changeup right there. You see how far out in front of it he is?
1-2 pitch coming.
Ball 2.
Slider, 2-2.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
Here's the pitch. Started to go around. They say no swing, and we're full. Here's the payoff pitch. That ball is swung on and put in play. Gardner is there to field it. The catch, and he puts it away. Out number 1.
He's got a lot of confidence on the mound and gaining confidence as well. The pitching and defense getting it done. Retiring 11 in a row.
In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. No hits for him in the ball game. He has struck out twice against Sabathia.
Well, he just gassed him the last time with that high heater. Blew that four-seamer right by him, so you got to think he's going to go back for the strikeout again.
Well, when he goes to that pitch, it is just jumping out of his hand, and right now nobody in this lineup has been able to pick it up or do much of anything when they've seen it come their way.
Ball 2.
That's taken outside for a ball 2, 1 strike count.
One out right here, up by 2 in the inning. You want to limit base runners and make plays. Try to eliminate the lead runner, but get outs if you can.
Outside for a ball, and it's full, 3-2.
Well, after going on that slider in the outside corner, look for him to try to come pounding him inside with a fastball.
Ball 4, he walked him.
Well, I guess if you're going to look at it from the pitcher's perspective, it's better than giving up a home run, but he threw a lot of pitches and expended a lot of energy right there with that walk.
Now it's Stephen Drew. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
And so the defense unable to get it done.
But, Gary, to make the error right there, you just don't want to do that. It's just not good baseball.
Slider just misses the black, falls behind 2-0.
Well, looking at this guy's pitch count, he's up over 80 pitches thus far. You wonder how long they're going to let him go.
Two-one pitch. And with Drew's 3-1 count, he can afford to look for his to shoot out here.
When you throw a two-seam fastball, you want a ground ball, which means you want to throw it to the bottom of the zone. This pitch up could come back to cost him later in the game. Now, this is a big pitch right here, guys.
The 3-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. Jeter plays that one.
You're out.
2 away. So here's a look at the leaderboard to look at the teams who hit best with runners in scoring position last year. Number 1, the Tigers. The Royals in second. In third, the Rangers. Fourth, the White Sox. And it's the Red Sox, number 5.
Well, the last thing you want to do is give up easy outs with runners in scoring position, and this team doesn't do that. One of the tops in baseball last year at hitting with those runners in scoring position, and they are a top quality team, and they battle you in battle. And if one guy doesn't get you, the next one will.
Comes set, now the 1-1. This one swung on and driven hard. Gardner will field. That's caught. Side is retired. And so a good inning from CC. Gardner at the plate. He doubled and scored in his last trip to the plate. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. Gomes to field this one as he retreats back for it. and gets the out. Here's a look at the hitting champions from around the league last year. Number 1, Derek Jeter. Miguel Cabrera is second. Robinson Cano third. Adrian Beltre fourth. And Billy Butler, he's number 5.
Well, if you want to see a lot of hits, watch these two guys here today. Last season, 2 of the top batters in all of baseball with the ability to get hits. And that's what these guys do. They put the ball in play. They give themselves up when they have to shorten their swing, take a more defensive stroke. But they always seem to be on base via the base hit.
Ichiro grounds it. And Pedroia picks it up. And that'll sit down Ichiro. And it's Robinson Cano now. He flew out his last time up. And starts him out here. Lays off a called strike. 0-1.
Oh, it's a quality fastball right there. Just pounding the strike zone down and away. He had no chance to put that one in play.
A swing and a ball hit high and deep. Down the line and right. And goodbye, home run. And the Yankees have extended the lead. The 2-run lead is turned into a 3-run ball game after that solo shot and a great swing. And it's Mark Teixeira now. The pitch. Fastball in there. 0-1. This game is not a done deal yet, but boy, when you get those kind of hits this late in a ball game, you're on your way probably to a W. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Oh, and he bobbles this thing. But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. Yankees. And Dustin Pedroia to lead it off. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. And we've got David Robertson out on the mound. He's coming on in relief for the Yankees.
Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game.
Strike 2 with that. No balls, 2 strikes. Pedroia now shorten the swing, shorten up on the bat.
Obviously getting late right now, Gary, and I think that from the pitching perspective, you'll trade an out for a run at this stage of the game, understanding that for every out you get, you're closer to winning.
Pedroia will foul that one away.
Foul!
And Dustin Pedroia watches that one go by. The count is even.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed though in off the plate. Great pitch.
Rung him up. Strike 3. Count that one as K.
With 2 strikes, the hitter won at the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
Line shot into center field. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance.
Well, when he shoots this one toward the wall, you know he's thinking 3 all the way. And with his speed, he makes it there easily. Now, with only 1 out, the manager has a big decision how they're going to pitch to this next guy.
Foul!
It's got to be Napoli. 0 for 3 to this point. And this is bounced foul to the left side. Robertson with a pitch. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. Gardner will field. And he gets over and grabs it. Here comes the runner for the plate. And Gomes comes in to score.
Well, this is what a good offense does. It picks up runs with productive outs. Good piece of hitting.
So with 2 outs in the inning, here's Will Middlebrooks. You're looking at a lot of determination right now. They are closing in. These are crucial at towards the middle. Ooh, look out off the pitcher. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. It's Alex Rodriguez to lead it off. Called out on strikes his last time up. He swings now and really hit that. 1 away. Here's a look at the teams who got it done last year at the plate. Number 1, the Angels. Second, the Rangers. In third, the Tigers. Fourth, the Royals. And it's the Yankees, number 5.
One of the top hitting teams in baseball last year will be on display in this game today. And these guys, when they step out of the dugout, they're swinging the bats. These guys can put the ball in play, and they all hit for a high average.
And Kevin Youkilis watches that one go by. It's even. Hitting .417 lifetime off Boston. 1-1 pitch is a splitter. Taken for a strike. 1-2.
He's going to get burned if he keeps throwing the split finger up in the zone right here, but he gets a strike now, so it may be reinforcing a bad pitch.
Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count.
Well, let's just see what he comes back with right there. He wanted that pitch. He didn't get it. Now he has to refocus and throw another one.
And that misses the outside corner. It'll run it full. 3-2.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is what.
Swinging a drive, deep left center. Out number 2. So with 2 outs in the inning, here's Brennan Bosch. Walked in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the AB. That swung on, hit on the ground. Drew dives, and he's up with it. Throws in time to first. What a play. And nothing across here in this half of the inning. The Yankees 6, Red Sox. John Farrell trying to make the decisions that bring a W. Let's see how it's going. On his mind right now, well, 9th inning strategy to get this thing tied back up. Offensive production's the key. And doing the pitching, it'll be Mariano Rivera. He'll be the closer for New York. And the pitch is taken by Victorino for a strike.
Nobody out here in the 9th. You know what they're trying to do. They need to get somebody on and bring the tying run to the plate. That's absolutely critical because that will put pressure on the pitcher.
Big swing and a miss on that pitch. Shane Victorino took it, and he's gone.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
And it's Siriaco at the plate. Last time up, flew out. Now the 1-0 pitch. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1.
Well, that cut fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate. Runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's 2-1.
Interesting pitch here, going with the cut fastball up and in, trying to run it in to back the hitter off and catch the inside corner. It can be.
Pops him up. And Cano. 2 retired here.
Well, they need 1 more out. Defense ready, lining up behind the pitching, trying to get that big out, forcing them to put it in play and make the play.
In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia.
He's got to find a way to get on base here, guys.
Taken for a ball. Rivera's delivery. Fastball swung on. Couldn't connect. 1-1.
Well, he recognized that 2-seamer. It seemed like his timing was right there, but he tried to turn on it and just came up empty.
Good looking fastball. Called the ball, though. 2-1. Here's a swing and a miss on a ball below the strike zone. 2-2. Check swing called. Strike 3, and this game is over.
Now, Gary, hitting, pitching, defense, when they had to make plays, the Yankees did it today, and they come away the victors.
And now let's get a recap of an outstanding individual performance. He's our player of the game. Great mound work today from CC Sabathia.
And he had everything working today in this game. Keeping the hitters off balance, that's the way you pitch. His off-speed pitches complementing his fastball, everything was working. And that's why they got him for performances like this. And Gary, that's why we named him our player of the game.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
So for Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.